Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for another 3 versus 3 on Temple of the Preservers. A rather bizarre 3v3 map, but it does no less frustrate me among 3v3 maps for just being absolutely awful to play on. We'll get to why that is in here in a minute, but first let's get to the players. In the red Protoss, we have Wolfpack and Spartan as the blue Terran. And saying good luck and have fun because he's just a swell, happy guy. We got Dunamai as the teal Zerg. Going up against here down in the south, Commander Cool as the yellow Protoss. Well met, Commander. Snyder as the orange Terran. And Thwomp as the purple Terran. Now, as I said, this is just another in a long line of 3v3 maps that I do not like. Your natural is pretty easy to take, although if you're this guy, it's pretty well exposed because this is the main attack path sometimes. But you've got these rocks here on either side that if the enemy breaks them down, then they're right here at your front door. And you got this back gold here that if they try to take it, I mean, they have a good position. They can harass you here with air and stuff. It just seems like there are so many places where the map kind of squishes together and you run into your opponents that it's just not fun. And this guy has got a long path to get to the center. I mean, if he cuts down this way and breaks these down, it's not as far. But as usual, third base is so hard to take. I mean, this gold out here can easily be harassed from here. And then, of course, you got the island bases, which is no fun for Zerg, personally, because you never research Overlord Transport. I suppose you get Nidus Worms, but, you don't usually make Nidus Worms either. So just another in a long line of 3v3 maps that kind of irk me, which is almost all of them. And we do have Wolfpack's going out here scouting. He's going to find this door is shut, but no Marines producing yet. Actually, the door's not shut. They left the door open. The door is open, but instead he's going to scout the natural. Now normally I would say that unless he closed this door off and the probe didn't make it in. We got a ping here. Oh, Dunamai's kind of scouting out, and there's no cybernetics core, so he's still safe to scout a little bit more, but he's got to get somewhere safe. That might be kind of safe, but it looks like he doesn't know whether or not to risk it, so he's going to pull back here in the corner. I wonder if he could squeeze down there. He might be able to sneak past there early on before there's too much to defend it. And he's going to put some eyes on those rocks. Kind of a risky, well, it's kind of a risky place to put it. I mean, you can just put the Overlord right here, and you can keep your eye on the rocks. And Commander Cool's probe is returning from to deliver his scouting report. And it looks like Wolfpack's probe's going to pull out of there with just a little hit points left, but he's going to survive. Commander, I've returned to deliver my report. The enemy, what have we seen of the enemy? We've seen quite a bit, actually. And we get the production tab, we can all see what's going on. We got speed coming up here for Dunamai, some warp gate research coming in, orbital command, and then just some general unit production. Nothing too exciting just yet. But we do have Wolfpack on the watchtower. Always good to get vision of the map, although... Oh, it's like Dunamai did have some vision of the map right there. It's actually kind of good. I played a map on here recently, and it's good to kind of take the forward watchtower because you can see the approach of your enemies. If they come, you can back up here to the other watchtower so that you can still kind of keep an eye on the center of the map. And if they keep proceeding forward there, then you can always retreat. Unless you have more forces and you can take out whatever they're sending for a scout. And they are going to find this lone Marine here, but again, 2 Marines take on 1 Marine, or 2 Zerglings take on 1 Marine. It looks like we're not going to find out because they are going to get the heck out of there. And that Marine's going to be like, guys, yeah, it's all fun sitting out here guarding the natural, but yeah, I'm gonna go hide in the bunker. Wow. I mean, yeah, I would be shaken up too if I was out in the middle of an open field by myself and 2 Zerglings came tearing at me. Yeah, sure, I scared them off. I fired my gun in the air and they ran away, but I'm gonna sit here in the corner of the bunker in the fetal position and just not say anything for a while if that's okay with everybody. And please keep the noise down because I don't have a change of armor and my bladder is already shaky enough as it is. Meanwhile, we got Dunamai taking his expansion. It looks like he's only the second to expand. It looks like Commander Cool has already pushed out into the map to get his base so he can get more resources to build up his troops. Getting a forge out there, perhaps to get upgrades, perhaps to get cannons. We'll just have to wait to see what the Commander Cool orders. Nice pile in here for Wolfpack, spotting any sort of sneaky attacks from behind, and getting out an observer there so we can see what's going on. Looks like he's going to be going for that Colossus tech, which we don't really see. Everyone's just kind of teching up right now, not even really macroing up. If we check the income tab right, yeah, no one really. These are really kind of awful harvester numbers. I think Wolfpack's got the best numbers right now, and 30 off of one base. Yeah, he's doing pretty good, I think. Maybe a little oversaturated. He might want to think about taking an expansion now, but he's certainly the best off economically. And he's going to be sitting out there scouting around, and we're getting a hallucinate here. Commander Cool says we need hallucinations, and so we will have them. Yes, sir, Commander. We've got that. Getting out a lot of sentries, so I wonder what he's going to do with this hallucinate. A lot of times it's used just for scouting, but it can be used for a little bit of a trickeration too. We'll see if that's what he's got in mind. I'm quite curious. And looks like we got some speedlings out there doing some more scouting. It looks like Thwomp's gonna be taking this base, gonna thwomp that orbital down right there and see what's going on. And we got a ping. Oh, looks like I almost crashed my game again. Kind of ran out of memory there, but we had a ping. I don't know what that ping was about. Did you actually scout there? Not really sure what that ping was about. Looks like he is finally going to take that expansion, see if he can build on us economically. That is the wrong... Wow, units lost. Nobody's really lost anything yet. Maybe some canceled buildings, but that's it. So we have not yet drawn first blood in this game. And it looks like Commander Cool is trying to catch up in the economy lead, but he does have a second base up and running, so that does not surprise me. But then again, he is Commander Cool. And a lot going up on this production tab. We got Banelings, Infestation Pit, Burrow coming. We got Roaches, Siege Mode, Planetary. Spartan's going to dig at a planetary on this base. Now, most of the time, if someone's going to attack this, they're going to attack this with air. I mean, they could do a drop, but it seems to me to be somewhat unlikely, so I'm not sure if a planetary is your best option here. He tends to... Although, did we not recently just see a free-for-all where he did planetary here? Or am I just thinking of a game that I haven't actually cast yet? No, I think I've seen that one. Yes, I have seen that cast. So he likes to get planetaries at his island expansions. I'm not really sure. And see, this is why that Warlord is in bad position, because he got spotted. But then again, maybe he was just bait for those roaches. But, the roaches do not have speed yet. Just started speed, so that Stalker's going to be just fine. Stalker's just fine. I don't know what the roaches are following him for, because they are not going to catch him without speed. Then again, it is Commander Cool's Stalker, and he received orders from the Commander to retreat with all due haste. To fight again another day, although he does have 2 kills. We must have cleared those watchtowers. We cleared those watchtowers. First blood, and we missed it. So the watchtowers are cleared. The roaches are going to take over for that. That one lone Stalker is going to have a hard time taking the watchtowers this time around. And it looks like we're just still scouting with that observer, seeing what's going on. Gotta be very careful. A quick scan, that observer's dead, but he does have the energy for it. But it's awful hard to spot those things. Is this thing on patrol now? Nope, just kind of giving instructions. I thought I heard a changeling die, so we got an overseer here. We're going to be dropping changelings probably on a regular basis right now. We're getting immortals out. But I'm going to speed this up because nobody's really... the only massive troop movement we see is Dunamai returning back to his base. Trying to get some creep spread out, getting some banelings up. And Wolfpack's going to take this base because Spartan does have the island, so Wolfpack's like, I'm going to get another base. So who's going to take the ever-important golds? Neither one has been taken yet. Looks like they're building up an army now. We got Stalker, Marine, Marauder, Sentry, Zealot. Have we yet seen the purpose of the Hallucinate? We haven't seen it yet. Maybe we will. And that Overseer's returning home. Did he get orders that something's going on? But we're going to slow this down now because we do have some movement out at the towers. Well, those roaches are probably glad they're not there anymore because if this force moves out, they would get absolutely destroyed. And would he respond in time to save them? I don't know. Oh, and they are going to see this creep and probably see this roach army sitting here. Oh, and even seeing the banelings. Oh, well, Commander Cool is going to send out his forward scout. Oh, and these roaches do not know what they're walking into. Oh, Dunamite, no. Oh, and a Guardian Shield's going to cover that whole army. And he actually saved a lot more roaches than I thought he was going to. But, oh, that is not good. And they're going to need an army now. And, oh, he's just in range of that creep tumor. Going to push back all that hard-earned creep. And now we got reinforcements here from Thwomp throwing his Marine and Marauder into the fray. And what do we got going on here? We got some Zealots, some Marine Marauder here, a couple of Colossi. Do they have Thermal Lance? Yes they do, but he's going to need more than that against this army. Because this is a pretty beefy army. I don't think they've got much beef in return, although these Zealots will give him fits. I really wish they had Charge. Oh, Charge has just started. Will they have enough time to get it finished? I think Charge would be great to have when this engagement ultimately happens, but this is a huge army. Do they have the DPS to burn it down before they're all dead? I don't know. Oh, and Dunamite's kind of way over here. You might want to move forward here to help reinforce these guys because you can see the rocks. You've got eyes on the rocks. If someone's going to break them down, you can move back there in time. But this is a huge army that is about to come knocking on your front door. I honestly don't know what they're waiting for. And, ooh, is this a good time to get Hydras out? I don't know, but they don't really have any good Hydra counters out there, which is unusual because Hydras are ridiculously easy to counter, which is why nobody uses them anymore. Oh, but a changeling is going to be in this army, and he's going to see, oh, that's a pretty big army. Oh, and they have got some Colossus of their own. Oh, but Commander Cool did not command that they get the range upgrade in time. Oh, the range upgrade is on the way because Commander Cool told them to do so. Oh, we're just on the edge of my seat waiting for this engagement to happen, but they can see the composition now. They have time to prepare. He's got to get more Colossi out. Why is he not making more Colossi? He's got 3, and that's it? Okay, there. Now he's going to try to get another one out, but they take forever to get out, and this army moves forward, and you're not ready for it. It could be pretty bad. And these roaches are going to pull back further. I don't know why they're hiding back here. You need to be in a position to reinforce this army. If you come at it at a bad angle, you're going to get slaughtered by all the forces in the back. So I just don't know if I agree with this right now. Oh, and it looks like Commander Cool has decreed that we take the gold. Now Commander Cool sounds like he's an Olympic athlete. I don't know. And oh, Thwomp getting bold. He's like, I am going to take the other gold. And that could be a backbreaker. If they cannot prevent this, they are in deep trouble. Granted, they got this island base, but they have no ways of taking this one. And so losing this base would be huge. And they're just building a bigger and bigger army here. At one point, though, I'm thinking this army is going to be too big. Most of the forces aren't actually even going to be attacking. But we'll see if that works out. Overseer's going to pop over here and see what's going on. Oh, that changeling immediately dies, and his buddy there was just about to go down himself. So they were kind of lost their eyes on the ground now. And another swell. Oh, my goodness. Marine tank. Siege mode is done. No upgrades, though. That's kind of unusual. And, oh, warping in more stalkers. This is just going to be a huge army. And, yeah, you can ping over there all you want. That is not your primary problem right now. Your primary problem is this monstrosity that is about to come. I'm just wondering what are we waiting for here? Oh, he's going to try to bust down those rocks. I don't know if that's a good idea. You really need to worry about this army here. And oh, the siege tanks are going to prevent any progress here. Oh, he's going to get one pot shot in. Although this could actually stun the army. If they can take this base out, they might have to think about pulling back, because that's not a big enough force to worry about having to go to a base race situation. And how about you take out that photon? What are you doing? Take out the photon cannon. I don't know. Oh, whoa, my goodness. Oh, well, they got one Broodlord here. I don't think one Broodlord is exactly going to be the bane of this army, but everybody is pulling back. Everybody's pulling back for a handful of roaches at the gold. But here's the downside now. This base is open, and they have another attack path here that's going to make it harder for your forces. Oh, but now they've caught the few forces that were left here. Oh, out of position now. They're going to take that center position, but Dunamite's in a bit of trouble right now because he's got this force at his front door. But, oh, these Broodlords on the high ground might be able to hold it off for a while. They're not going to be able to do much damage, but it's certainly going to be a thorn on their side, and now they're completely split up. And well, that's a lot of Vikings, but there's not a lot going here. And a bunch of force fields go down, which is going to prevent the cells from getting in there, and they're going to try to let the Colossi do the damage. The Vikings are going to be able to quickly take out those Colossi, but then they're going to quickly be useless after that, and just throwing up more and more force fields. Meanwhile, Dunamite's trying to hold this off, making more Broodlords, but it's underneath all these Marines. If they focus down the Broodlords, which they are trying to do, Dunamite could be in a bit of trouble. But meanwhile, this huge army that they had at their command just scattered in like 2 or 3 different directions and is now just gotten slaughtered. I can't believe they retreated everybody to try to stop that small little few roaches, and then their armies just kind of drifted apart, and that's when they took advantage. It looks like Dunamite might pay the price for that. Oh wait, back up! Did he have those Banelings burrowed? Did I just miss burrowed Banelings? Oh no, he's just trying to make the Banelings right here, and yeah, he didn't have him burrowed. He was making him right in front of him, and he let him take it right on the chin. And now they've taken the center of the map, but they got to do something about this. Dunamite's losing gonna lose all of his tech structures, going for the Greater Spire, the most critical building in the entire game. It's the worst building to absolutely lose. No, you cannot argue that there's any building you would rather lose than a Greater Spire. Or you'd rather not lose than Greater Spire, no matter what your race is. And yeah, he's going to have to try to rebuild that, but they have cleaned it up. He didn't lose too much tech. He lost his Greater Spire, but still got his Baneling Nest, he's still got his Roach Warren, Infestation Pit, he's still got his Hive, he's still got his Spawning Pool. I mean, he's doing pretty good. He's got a rather colorful upgrade panel there right now, but they've also taken the center of the map. They've knocked down this gold. This base never went up, and now they've got kind of dueling SCVs here, which actually Spartan's SCV wins because he's got the armor upgrade. And I don't know what those Zerglings are doing, but these Zerglings are going to try to cause some problems, but I don't think they're going to do much. Oh, if those Banelings get somewhere. Oh, if those Banelings hit somewhere. Where are those Banelings going? Oh, that poor Baneling keeps getting slowed, and he's like, wait up, guys. Oh, the Planetary takes it out, and I think, the SCVs managed to survive, although they took a lot of splash damage. Gotta be careful with those Planetaries, and what are they pinging here? Why is this army up here? Did he make some sort of attack I'm not aware of? Oh, looks like Spartan had a drop. Completely missed the drop, and again, oh wait, I gotta back up and see how big this drop was, because it looks like they once again took their whole army over there to respond to a drop. A little bit more. I think one more. Yeah, here we go. So he has dropped a handful of Marines and a Marauder. A few units. And they're bringing everything back. That's like 10 times the size of the attacking force. Oh, and one medevac goes down, but the other one's going to escape. And the whole army pulls back. And that would actually let them get position here. I mean, if they had like cannons or tanks or something here, they could have position in the center of the map. But no, it looks like Wolfpack's going to push forward, and their whole army's trying to scramble to get back out of that base. Single file, which single file into Colossi is not where you want to be. Although he's got to move these Colossi over, so they're attacking the army and not the base. But he's got 3 Colossi that are going to slowly burn down this army, and they've only got 1 on their side, which is going to slowly whittle down these Stalkers. But the closer you get, the more that you're going to have more Colossi, and these Colossi are not changing. There we go, now they're changing target, and it looks like he might lose them. He's going to try to pull them out. I don't know if he's going to do it. The Stalkers, the Stalkers are going to slow him down. Really, I don't know why you didn't go after the Colossi. You might have been able to run him down, and seriously, a few Stalkers trapped in the back lines. Whoa, wait, whoa, what just happened here? Okay, I think I backed up too much. Wait a minute. Something disturbing just happened here. Something very disturbing. Okay, the Colossi are going to get away, and now past me is going to go and talk about that. These Stalkers are going to go down, which you were going to be able to kill those anyhow. And what's going on here? Oh my goodness! He just killed Commander Cool's Colossus! Did I just say Commander Cool's Colossus? Yes, I did. Oh my goodness, he just sniped the Colossus. Oh, total misclick, or total rage attack. I don't know what's going on in that camp, but ouch, that has got to hurt. They need every unit they can right now, because they I thought, were in a commanding position, but then their armies got separated, picked apart bit by bit, expansion taken down, overcommitting of the army. It's just, oh, if they just attacked with that big ball of forces before the roaches move it out, or ignored the roaches can't do that much damage that quickly. They could have easily built a reinforcing army right here to take them on if the roaches were going to keep pushing, but now everything is in absolute shambles. And what are they going to do? The Greater Spire's back on the way. Plus 2 upgrades are going to come for those ever-devastating broodlings. And the banelings. Wow, plus 2 on those banelings. This is going to be a lot of damage. Establishing a beachhead here in the front of this ramp. 2 tanks to guard it, which it's not a lot of tanks, but they don't really have that big a force right now. They could probably overrun it, but they can't afford to take cost-inefficient losses right now. And now this gold is going to be thrown up some missile turrets, but apparently the Protoss have not discovered the V key just yet, so... Come on, Commander Cool, you know you have a V key. But no, he's going to play this straight up, and he's going to try to... Oh, his next Colossus now has a Marauder Escort, and he can't be feeling too comfortable about that because he heard what happened to the last Colossus. And is he going to be bringing the probes into attack? Oh, but no, we have an engagement here, and oh, these siege tanks. Oh, just getting another siege tank into the fray. Not a cost-efficient engagement. They've got this position hardened now, and they can't just throw units away at this point. They just took too many losses. And I'm not really sure why Wolfpack's being so timid with his army. You need to move that army forward so you're in a position to help defend. There you go. Get that army. No, don't just... Wait, where are the Colossus going? What's going on here? Moving forward. You're going to want all your forces there to crush anything that comes out right now. But it is looking pretty bad. They're just scraping together units now. They just threw everything into that first army, and now what are they going to do? Looks like they're going to be unable to retake that base. Wolfpack's going to push forward again, but he's got to be careful because I don't think Spartan's going to move his forces forward. But oh, he's going to try to get the Banelings. The Zerlings are going around. The Banelings, there's not really any good Baneling targets right now, but he's going to try to hit in anyhow and take out a few Marauders. But there's just nothing there for Banelings to take on. The Marines are pretty much gone. And Commander Cool is going to call for the retreat, wave the white flag, and return to fight again another day. We salute you, Commander Cool. And this is going to be the death blow. Snyder knows it. The Commander knows it. And we just got to wait for Thwomp, who has got quite a few tanks right now, and he's going to try to siege those up. And, oh, walking your Colossi right into tank planetary. Not an efficient use of your units there, Wolfpack. Wow, this was you want to be careful not to throw this victory away. Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory is not a fun feeling. Although he does have that planetary on fire, and Snyder's not in this game anymore to repair it. Right now, Thwomp is taking all the income from his, well, basically from this base, because, oh, actually he did manage to get this island up. He's going to mine that like crazy. But what is he going to do with Marine Marauder tank when just one guy's got the exact same thing? And 2-1 upgrades, 2-3 upgrades against no upgrades and no upgrades. Thwomp has 0 upgrades. I see no armory. There is an engineering bay, but it apparently is purely decorative. And now we're going to be sharing this gold because both guys want a piece of it. Oh, poor Thwomp. What are you going to do now? You're about to lose one of your only 2 mining bases, and it's technically not yours. Apparently Thwomp's just going to say, come and get me. What is he doing right now? Oh, there must be a leftover commander must have a leftover observer on that army. But here comes the final force. Oh, he's got to get all of his tanks sieged up. Oh, come on, Spartan, you're gonna retreat off of that? Well, apparently he is. That's actually a pretty scary force. But a lot of infantry went down. Oh, with the zealots in there causing all sorts of friendly fire. Which, what kind of, I don't know what kind of upgrades he got on those. Oh, you know, bring the Broodlords in. Bring the Broodlords in. Although, there's not even all that many tanks left now. You can pretty much just 1A this one. And the planetary burns down out of frustration. And that's it. That is going to be it. Right? Right, Thwomp? Thwomp? No, you're going to have another last stand with fewer units than you had in your previous last stand that didn't really do as much damage as I even thought it should have. Yeah, just bring in the Broodlords. Just bring in the Broodlords. Oh! Oh, nothing. Once the Broodlords are out, you cannot siege tanks anymore. I frankly am going to delight in watching all this friendly fire just try to shoot broodlings. Even getting a last little thicket of broodlings there in the midst of the tanks. Although he did do a good job of focusing down those broodlords, so there's only one left, but it only takes one broodlord to make broodlings. Oh, he does have Vikings left. Honestly, just make a bunch of charge lots. What are these charge lots doing? Why don't you get down here and destroy something useful like these tanks that are slowing up the ending of this game? Ugh, one Broodlord just causing all sorts of friendly fire. Wow, the Marine Marauders are barely even giving a chance for the tanks to fire. Oh, run, Broodlord, run! What are all those medevacs doing with absolutely no anti-air support? There we go. Yeah, let's get those charge lots in there. That'll make short work of those tanks. Are we good, Thwomp? Have you satisfied every last option? Perhaps. Thwomp? Thwomp, what are you doing? Thwomp? What are you doing, Thwomp? Okay, he's still in the game. He moved his camera. He's sieging up 2 tanks because 2 tanks are going to do great against Broodlords. And he's surveying the damage. He's going to land the Vikings. Which now he's got Vikings over his head, and oh, he's going to try to lift off.
Our allies' base is under attack.
Come on, Thwomp. You're making tanks against Broodlords. And Thwomp's going to leave the game. Wow, quite a turn of fortune. One mistake and everything crumbled. But I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a